Very good morning to all the viewers of Q News English with me, Vijay Rana and Deepak from our studios out here in Bangalore. And look, what do we have here from Naveen Kota? First of all, I would like to thank all of you. The moment you get the notification, 1 second, Deepak, can you just check out here for the lighting? Just switch it off. Let me just do this. So, all right. So, thank you so much, people, for waiting out there. And what did I have here? I had a chat from Naveen Kota, and it says Asto Ma Sadgamaya Tamso Ma Jyotirgamaya. So that was the prayer that we used to sing every day. We used to say this prayer every morning. And during my school days, I also studied in Kendriya Vidyalaya, and there it used to be the first thing that we used to do every morning, and that reminds me, and thank you so much, Naveen, for reminding me. And this is how we used to sing it, Asto Ma Sadgamaya Tam So Ma. I remember the tone also. There was a very nice and very appealing tone to it. So, all right, thank you so much, Naveen, for reminding me of my childhood days. And moving on, what do we have here? We have Nitish Kumar again making it headlines after the caste-based census in Bihar, and then a comment, and then an apology, and now a declaration coming in. So apart from Telangana, I see Bihar is also active, not for, at times not for good reasons, but then being active is being active. And then Bihar hikes caste quota from 50% to 65%. Now, wherever they will get a margin, they are going to utilize that, which is good for the caste. If it actually benefits them, then it's a very, very welcome step. The Bihar Assembly on Thursday hiked the quota for deprived castes from 50% to 65% in government jobs and educational institutions, taking the overall reservation to 75%. Now, it's fine. There have been deprived classes, but then 75% of it will be in quota. So the remaining 25% is, now this is, just a food for thought. I'm confused as to only, it's almost only 25% would remain for the general caste. And will that not be, will they not retaliate to this? That, imagine the level of competition for a student who belongs to general caste. Is it justified? Now, there has to be a line drawn. That's what I believe. A balance has to be maintained, and a duration needs to be specified as to this quota would prevail from this to this duration. And then, for some time it should be brought down and then again increased if the need may arise. Something has to be, some strategy has to be developed. Otherwise, there might be a lot of unrest amongst people who have to contend for only 25% seats. How many of them would actually lose hopes? Also, since this is population based, so the probability of any dharnas or anything is relatively on the lower side, and it will benefit the majority population, but it will certainly increase the level of competition amongst the for only 25 seats for amongst the general category. So that's just a thought that I could think about right now while talking to you. Chief Minister Nitish Kumar addressing the House stated, now reservations will be 75%, including the 10% for economically weaker sections introduced by the centre few years ago, which we have also implemented in the state. Earlier in the day, Assembly unanimously approved the heightened highlighted quotas for scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, extremely backward classes and other backward classes from existing 50% to 65%. Now, bills supporting these changes in educational institutions and the government jobs framed in response to a comprehensive caste survey conducted by Nitish Kumar government. So they conducted this survey, and owing to which now these are the steps that are being taken. And also, Indian student dies in the United States of America. Now, he was stabbed on the head, and owing to this injury he passed away, which is a really tragic and sad news coming in. And he was again from Telangana. Let's read through this. For the reasons that the authorities are still investigating, it is with heavy heart that we share the passing of Varun Raj Pucha. Our campus community has lost one of its own, and the thoughts and prayers go out to Varun's family and friends as we mourn his this devastating loss. Valparaiso University, a private university in Valparaiso, Indian, near Chicago, said in a statement on Wednesday, according to the officials, the deceased hailed from Khammam district of Telangana. Now, this is what I was talking about. He hailed from the Khammam district, and he's no longer with us. So, really, my condolences. In fact, the condolences of the entire QNews team. And what do we have here further? We have Mahua Moitra faces expulsion. Now, in the ongoing case where it is alleged that she took money from a businessman to take out Adani's name in the parliament, and that is what she did, that is the allegation, owing to which there is an expulsion that follows, and she was also not ready to answer the questions that were being asked by the panel that was created. And winter session of the parliament would start from December 4th to December 22nd. So let's see what are the developments. In a post on Twitter, he said, now the winter session of parliament will commence on December 4th and continue till 22nd December, Parliamentary Affairs Minister Prahlad Joshi said. So we'll have to see what are the issues that are going to be taken up, what are the new bills, how it is going to look like. And in the post on Twitter, he said sessions will have 15 sittings spread over 19 days, and amid Amrit Kal, looking forward to discuss on legislative business and their items during the session. He said the report of the ethics committee on the cash for query. Now that is what Mahua Moitra's case is, cash for query. She took money for asking questions. So that is how it has been now named, cash for query. The report of ethics committee on cash for query allegations against the TMC MP Mahua Moitra will be tabled in the Lok Sabha during the session. The House will have to adopt the report before the expulsion recommended by the panel comes into effect. 3 key bills which seek to replace the IPC, CRPC and Evidence Act are likely to be taken up for consideration. Now that is going to be an interesting one, and it should be implemented. Those bills were really good and they should be. MEA files appear in Qatar. The Ministry of External Affairs on Thursday announced that the appeal has been lodged against the recent death sentence handed down to 8 former Indian Navy officials. Now this news, and what have they done? The MEA spokesperson Arindam Bagchi revealed that the Indian embassy in Doha secured additional consular access to the detained individuals on Tuesday. He emphasized that the New Delhi remains committed to providing comprehensive legal and consular support for the affected individuals. The death sentence was issued by Qatar's Court of First Instance on October 26th, prompting India to express deep shock and determination to explore all available options. Now, this is really, really sad. These are not common men, or these are not, somebody, these are not they belong to the Indian Defense Forces. They belong to the Indian Naval Forces. They were the highly decorated officers, and they were out there to train the, they worked with a private firm which used to train people or train the Navy men of Qatar. And the allegation was that they have, it's espionage that's been allegated, and it is said that they were actually, they passed on an information to Israel that Qatar is building a submarine. So that is what the allegation is, owing to which they were handed over death penalty, and they have been remanded into judicial custody. It's been more than an year. Indian government also did not disclose this, and it was also kept a secret from the Qatar government. Now, once the death penalty has been handed over to them, this issue has been taken up, and let's see what the outcome will be. It should be in favor of India. Otherwise, it all depends on the bilateral talks or on the the relationship that India has with Qatar. Now, how strong Mr. Modi's relationship, how strong his PR skills are, because the king out there, it's at, they are at his mercy right now. So the law, if you say, it does exist, and they have actually given a death penalty. They have handed a death penalty, and we hope, and the chances are they might be released and they might come back to India, and that's what we will be wishing for. We will be trying for. All the attempts would be made by the government to have these 8 gentlemen back in India. Also, moving on, Israel agrees to a 4 hours daily pause. Now, on one hand, we say, the Hamas, it's about the ongoing conflict between Hamas and Israel, owing to which what Israel did, it actually bombed the Gaza Strip. And we have more people. We have Harbans, a good morning by Hebron Saints. Very good morning, Hebron Saints. We have Nitish Babu taking Bihar from bad to worst. Where there is no value for merit, ultimately the region will go backwards. That's also a point that's been put across by Naveen Kota, and he says, the merit system, these allocations that happen, if there is a caste-based, quota that is being provided, especially during the, let's say the entrance exams, or when it comes to allocating seats for students. So if somebody from general caste is scoring, let's say 90%, and somebody from the other caste score, let's say 60, 65 or 70%. So since there is a 65%, in fact 75% of the seats are reserved and there is a quota applicable on them, the chances of this person who has studied less, who has scored less marks, I would say, as the aggregate, will get the seat, but the one who is talented will be left out. So, that is another thing, that is another point to ponder, and very well put across here. Oh, we have Deep Karmakar also, some all right. He says some important information for us as you are explaining. I think we don't have this newspaper in West Bengal. So thank you for some good information in just a short span of time. So it's great for exam preparation. So thank you so much, Deep. How are you, by the way, Deep? I hope you are doing good and you have hit the conqueror as well. So congratulations. Keep up the good work. And Mahua Moitra, आसमान में उड़ने वाले मिट्टी में मिल जाएगा. All right. So that is what has been brought up by Naveen Kota out there. So that is another drawback of the quota system. But yes, it does have advantages. All the students belonging to who can claim this quota will be really happy. it's a good news for some, bad news for some. It will definitely have a mixed reactions from the student fraternity, but then ultimately the region will go backwards is what is the comment from Naveen Kota, and it's a point to be thought upon. All right, and this about this newspaper, what it is Shanarthi Telangana, the very own publication of QNews, and it's a two-page newspaper. Do you really want me to the editor wants to increase the size of the newspaper. So right now we have only 2 pages. It's an online newspaper, a very comprehensive one, and we have Jeevan, geologist, wishing us all a good morning, and Mahipal Reddy says bye bye KCR, bye bye KCR. So Mahipal Reddy is not in favor of KCR at all. So it's TRS, for those of you who do not, like we have Deep Karmakar, he does not belong to Telangana. He is from West Bengal. Now for those of you who do not know what is happening in Telangana, so Telangana state is, it's poll bound, and there are going to be elections are going to be conducted out there. So owing to which the regional party, which is BRS, was earlier TRS, Telangana Rashtriya Samiti. Now it is being called BRS. It has been renamed to BRS because they might want to be the third front out there in India apart from BJP and Congress. So, and also they have ruled in succession. After 2014, they have formed consecutive governments, and this is the time when they want to hit a triple century. That's what they call it. This is the hat trick that they want to go on with. But we have good resistance being posted out there by parties like BJP. BJP is also announcing a lot of schemes. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is visiting Telangana. Special emphasis are being laid by all the leading parties, be it the Congress. We have Rahul Gandhi visiting in person. We have Priyanka Gandhi, Mallikarjun Kharge. Everybody is visiting Telangana. But on the other hand, to counter this move, what do we have? We have BJP and 20,000 people from the RSS, they are also campaigning in favor of BJP. So lot of political activity, it has actually become the hub of politics right now. Telangana is one of the most important states for now as far as I can see. But we also have Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan. So a lot of activities going on there as well. But the center stage, or the limelight, I would say, is being shed upon Telangana for now. And owing to which, how will our very own Teenmar Mallanna stay away from this? Now, he was a journalist, and now he has taken up and he has exposed a lot of issues, that were there. Apart from that, he was the lone man standing out there against the ruling party, questioning their motives, questioning their schemes that were being launched. He was a one-man army. He is a one-man army even today. I have seen it with my own eyes. I could not open my mouth out there sitting beside him. But this time around, when I meet him, I'm certainly going to analyze him more. I did get a chance to ask him a lot of questions, and with what honesty he answered every bit of it. Also, I saw an interview, although I could understand 90% of it. And yesterday I saw the interview on Big TV, another news channel, wherein one of my favorite comedians from South movie industry, Ali, so he was the one who was actually interviewing. It's actually a journalist interview the movie stars, but it was the other way round. The tables had turned. It was Ali interviewing our very own Mallanna on the platform Big TV, and it was more than an hour's interview. But the moment you start watching it, you will not leave it until the end. And he explained his entire life, his journey from how he used to sell tea, how his father used to sell milk. everything has been covered in detail with lot of calmness. That's what I really liked about it. He had ample chance to express what exactly he feels, what is his stance, and now he has decided to take on a BRS yet again, but with a different strategy. The strategy is to design the campaign for Congress this time. Now he has taken up the taken up the campaign for Congress, and let's see what he did with that. There is also an article in today's news. Where did I go? We have Satyam also and Maipal Reddy. We have Satyam. Good morning, Anna. Very good morning, Satyam. How are you? So in the comment section, people, do let me know. Let's talk, because reading the news is one part of my job, but talking to you is another part. Right now, I'm not that well renowned. People do not know me much, but then I have you as my family. I have you to talk to. So please do share your thoughts in the comment section. And we have Teenmar Mallanna to head Congress campaign. Party appoints him as a campaign committee convener. And here we are. Here is our very own Teenmar Mallanna holding the center stage. And actually, let's see, the Congress party on Thursday issued orders assigning the responsibility of Congress campaign committee convener to Teenmar Mallanna, who has been tirelessly fighting against the anti-people rule of K. Chandrasekhar Rao-led BRS government in the state since Madhu Yashki Gaud. Now this name, Madhu Yashki Gaud, he's the man. I've met him once at his residence, and you know what, this was the first, and as I told you, I'm not well known, and I don't have that kind of fan following that other people have right now in the media industry. I don't have the subscriber base. I'm not that well established. I don't belong to the fraternity of journalists. So I'm just here expressing my views in front of you, and but still, the kind of welcome that we got, and the only part, the best part of it was his mother. When we were about to step out, he is a busy man. He has a very busy schedule, and he has a lot of people to meet as well. And owing to which, he was not having his lunch. He was about to skip his lunch, and it was lunch hour, and we were about to step out of his house. And suddenly somebody calls us in a feeble voice. That was his mother. He's calling us son. She spoke to us in Telugu. She said, son, why don't you have lunch? I was a stranger to her. I was a stranger to Madhu Yashki Gaudji. But the call was, please sit and have lunch with us. So we said, no, we have to leave. Then she says, please sit and have lunch so that my son can eat along with you. If you are having lunch, he will also be compelled to have lunch with you. And by, a mother is the most loving figure in anybody's life. So, she was, irrespective of his son's busy schedule, her focus was to make him eat, make him have his lunch. And, that's how simple lifestyle he lives. And, what a fabulous personality he is. It was, and also, one incident happened. We were served tea, and the way he speaks to his house help, it's amazing. The kind of respect that he gives even to his house help is what, that's how you know a character of a man. He's a learned man. You should see his communication skills. He is an educated man. He is a sensible, he has a head on his shoulders. That's how our leaders should be, irrespective of what party. I'm not supporting any party here, but I met this individual, and I would love to meet such individuals. And I can actually request him to be on our show. So please do let me know in the comment section if you would like to meet a gentleman. We will not be discussing politics, but yes, as a human being, as a person, he is a personality to actually interact with. Very impressive. He has an aura, and very sensible and very polite to talk to. He is not a man who's, yeah, we'll do this, we'll do that. No, he's not like that. He's very sophisticated, very down to earth. So let's see. And he's contesting this time. K. Chandrasekhar Rao led BRS government. Since Madhu Yashki Gaud, the current chairman of the campaign committee, is in fray from the LB Nagar constituency, orders have been issued appointing Teenmar Mallanna for the post. The order states that these orders will come into effect immediately. Meanwhile, the party has drawn up plans to set up the campaign for the assembly elections after the nomination process comes to an end. The polling is scheduled to be held on 30th November and results will be declared on December the 3rd. Congress senior leaders Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi too will participate in the campaign after 15th of November. And the state campaign committee will coordinate with them to finalize the programs. TPCC Chief Revanth Reddy has been already conducting the first phase of the statewide campaign, which will continue for 2 more days. And then Mallanna is going to enter, and the baton will be handed over by TPCC President Revanth Reddy to Mallanna for the campaign. As he's contesting from Kodangal and Kamareddy assembly segments, party sources said he will focus on those 2 constituencies apart from participating in the campaign meetings of some other candidates. Considering all these factors, Teenmar Mallanna will finalize the campaign schedule. It may be recalled that Teenmar Mallanna had joined the Congress in the presence of AICC Telangana in charge Manik Rao Thakre and TPCC working president Mahesh Kumar Gaud. Meanwhile, Teenmar Mallanna participated in the nomination of LB Nagar Congress candidate Madhu Yashki Gaud. On this occasion, Gaud said that Mallanna joined the Congress and he will campaign all over Telangana for the victory of the party. Speaking on the occasion, Teenmar Mallanna expressed that the face of LB Nagar would change if Madhu Yashki Gaud who fought for Telangana in the parliament, wins the election. He said that the victory of Madhu Yashki Gaud in the ensuing elections is certain. So that's the level of confidence Teenmar Mallanna has. That's the faith he has in Madhu Yashki Gaud, and rightly so. An educated man, and I also, he actually owns a firm in the United States of America. He's a lawyer by profession, and he owns a firm, a law firm in United States of America. So, an educated man, a businessman, and he came back to India when the farmers of Telangana were committing suicide, owing to which he started this campaign, to support the farmers, and then that's how he entered into politics. He was also an elected MP, and now here he is contesting for an MLA's post. So my best wishes are with him, and I would love to speak to him very soon. You know what, owing to my schedule out here in Karnataka, it is difficult for me to move to Hyderabad. Even on the eve of Diwali, I will not be there in Telangana, but I actually wanted to be there. But let's see, as time will progress, we will also, I'll be witnessing, I'll be going to Telangana more frequently and meeting. And I would love to meet people from Congress or BJP as well, I have not met anybody from BJP yet. Is any quota system in army and Agniveer scheme, if physically exam failed, people will be selected? Just asking. Well, Naveen, I'm hearing this news so peacefully and carefully, I forgot to write in chat. Oh, is it Deep? But you should be writing in chat. And is there any quota system? There cannot be any quota system. Yeah, he's pointing that out. No, there is no quota system when it comes to assessment for army, be it the written exam or be it, be it the physical standards. Because the level of commitment, in fact, be the person be from any caste, that's the requirement of the, that's the nature of the job, that's the core requirement. Now, if I have a knock knee, or if I have, some, my thumb or my finger, any deformity, if I have, so it will have its repercussions. I'll let you know the reason also why we do not have quota system. Let's say handicap quota or anything we do not have in army. So I will not be able to, defend. In fact, let's give it a different angle. Have you watched the movie 300? And there is a character in there who wants to fight with these with these elite 300 warriors. Now he's a very short man, he's a dwarf, and then he has a deformity, but he has the spirit of a soldier. Later on, he's the one who betrays these 300 men. He joins Xerxes. Now, the reason that is given by the king is, can you lift the armor that they carry, or the shield that they carry, I would say. Can you lift the shield? So he lifts the shield. Can you lift it higher? Now he cannot lift it higher. So that is why there are certain standards, and then he says, my formation would break, the enemy would be able to attack me if you are a part of the contingent. So that's how well planned these attacks are to be. And if somebody, if I have a malfunction and I'm selected, then, and also there is a lot of responsibility. You need to have a head over your shoulders, especially when it comes to the selection of army officers. If there is one trait in you, I tried my best, I appeared in the SSB interview 3 times. I used to clear the written exam with ease, but there might have been something I was not cut out to be an army officer. So, but I really, that was the biggest setback, is what I would say, that I ever faced in my life. And I always aspired to be one. Although there are other avenues also where I did pretty good. I don't know if I'm doing good here or not. We have Ramalu God here wishing us all a very good morning. So if physically exam failed people will be selected, just asking. So that's, I know what you are asking, Naveen Kota. That's, I can read between the lines. You actually wanted to say, when there is no quota in the army, why there is a quota prevailing in, the system while assigning other government jobs. So the thing is, the other government jobs revolve around sitting at a desk. So if somebody cannot walk, but his hands are, doing pretty good, same logic can be applied to, what is this? To merit and non-merit people for nation building. That's a good thought. But then, again, as I was saying, if somebody is, somebody cannot walk, that does not stop him from using a computer. And, there can be a quota for physically disabled. But then, yes, these are one of the negative points of the quota system. Talk on the IT raids in Telangana. Same formula while Karnataka elections. So Funny Shekhar wants us to discuss the IT raids happening in Telangana, and since Telangana and these poll bound states, not only Telangana, these raids are happening across India. And Funny sir, it is Funny Reddy, it is your money and my money, our hard earned, or the taxpayers' money. It's the taxes that we pay that is exchanging hands out there. Money is being circulated in huge quantities, reason being, people out there, the political parties, I'm not sure as to, which is the one who is majorly into it, but all of them are in this. All of them want to lure the voter by giving them money or giving them liquor or providing, I heard some, they say they have to provide half kg or 1 kg mutton along with a bottle, and then the vote will be theirs. So that's the cost, voter, and I'm really ashamed of this state of affairs. Today we have these raids that are being conducted, and everybody says, oh no, it's the ruling party that is getting the raids conducted. If you were the ruling party, you would have done exactly the same. So they are all the same. Who are, as a common man, I'm being fooled, you are being fooled, sir. We are being fooled. And who is to be blamed for it? Us. Our brothers, the farmers, who will cast their vote that, I got a mutton on the eve of XYZ occasion, and this is the party who gave me a kg of mutton or chicken or whatever, Are we, is our vote that cheap? that they can buy that vote at this cost. A cost has been fixed, that each vote will cost this much during the election time. That is where they need this black money. That is where these raids should happen. And the money that is seized, what is being done with that money? The government keeps it with them, and again will they announce another scheme during festivals? Yeah, how do I get rid of this, man? How do I get rid of this sign, this heart symbol? What does it happens? What is this heart for? Deepak, you have any idea? What? It will remain like this? Okay, it's actually hampering me to read my comments. So during the festivals, that's what happens in Telangana and all these states. There are different ways of luring the voter. The ideal way should be the implementation of the policies. Your action should speak louder than the words. But here it is neither action nor words. It is the money that speaks. So that is why, it's the time for IT department to come into action. What are your thoughts on online gaming, which is effectively destroying some good students' career? MRP rate for voters public meeting is rupees 500 per head. It is that cheap. It is that cheap, and he's talking about online gaming, which is effectively destroying some good students' career. You know what, Deep? Online gaming is, what are you referring to? Are you referring to the online gaming platforms like esports has now entered into the PUBG arena also? Now we have war games, we have card-based games, we have betting apps. What is it that you are referring to? And let me remind you, before you had PUBG became a craze. It picked up, it became viral, and there are other games also, that people are addicted to, online games, or the mobile application games that people are addicted to, or the young generation is much more into this. But there were times, these card games, the betting, etc., it always existed in our society. It goes back to the time or the era of Mahabharata, wherein the Pandavas were playing Chaucer, Mama Shri Panch, we all saw that in Mahabharata. So those games already existed, betting was there, and gambling was practiced earlier as well. Any game, be it any game, there can always be a bet on a game. So it did exist. Anybody who wanted to, good student is said, some good student's career. How can a good student's career be ruined by gaming? These things existed very much in our society. It always existed. A good student is a one who learns that this is a bad practice to indulge in such games. He is a good student. Good student is not a one who studies what is being taught in his curriculum. Good student is a one who learns the lessons the life teaches him or her. And if he is not able to learn his lessons, let's say he gave it a try, he has bet 1,000 rupees and he lost those 1,000 rupees. And if he is a good student, he learns his lessons well, he'll say, thank you, I will earn this money, I will not be using this app again. So that's what my take is. If somebody is a good student, he will, by default, he will refrain from such activities which do prevail. You cannot deny this fact. It did prevail in our society. We have MRP rates for voters in public meetings as 500 rupees per head. My suggestion during election, go on ground and take public pulse. Yes, Funny Shaker, I did take the public pulse. Only once I got this opportunity. It was Mallikarjun Kharge's Mallikarjun Kharge's public meeting that was happening. And I was sidelined. I did not know the local language. I know the local language, but I was just sidelined and I was just roaming around, during that meeting. And we had the camera, we had the mic. So what I did is I actually started interacting with the audiences, with the common man out there. and I got to meet the Lambadi Samaj. You know what their point was and how well aware they were. They were actually discussing about the policies that were put into practice by the Andhra government. So they knew the policies that KCR had launched. They knew about the schemes that were launched by the neighboring state, and they were comparing. And they, what one of the ladies said, we don't care if it is Congress, if it is BJP or BRS. We want somebody who can actually address our issues. That's what we are here for. We are here to listen to what he has to say. Is it benefiting us? We are selfish people. We want to see our benefit, whichever party it is. If he is sounding, it's about their trust. And it's not about that Congress is doing a fantastic job or it is going to do a fantastic job, or BJP is going to do a fantastic job, or BRS is going to do. They have lost faith in BRS. The common man was expecting, they were very, very happy to see when KCR announced. This was the pulse that I'm talking about. That is my personal observation. Now, what I could see is, rather than favoring a party or rather than trusting other party, be it Congress or BJP, they were more against the ruling party because they did not fulfill their promises. The common man wants that money to reach his bank account. They wanted houses. They wanted, the lady agreed that she was getting the pension, but she wanted justice. Her son died in a road accident. That is what I during my interview or during my questioning, she revealed. It was a Muslim lady attending that, and there were a lot of them, people from different castes, different religions. They all came together in a hope that will this party, will Congress be different from the ruling party? So that was the pulse that I could sense of, and I wanted to, but I have a schedule here in, I have a job here in Karnataka as well. So owing to which I have to be residing here most of the times. Otherwise, my heart, now I don't know for how long I'm going to continue, but I would love to be in Hyderabad. I would love to travel across India and, have the pulse of the entire nation as to what is it that, and this is the sad part. You also know the rate. Somebody told me the rate was, it's not a fixed figure. Somebody told me it's cost 2,500 rupees per vote. That's the cost of a vote in Telangana. That somebody was discussing this. Also take local calls online and let's see voters' mindset for a better feedback. Definitely. Now, TN people has knowledge of Karnataka schemes. Telangana people also have the knowledge of Karnataka schemes. Okay. Well, as far as BRS goes, and they were saying there is no electricity. Deepak, can you just focus the camera on the light out here? Yeah. So I can actually continue, the stream. I will go. We'll just keep this page open. We'll keep focusing on this light. The one that you see, that's the lighting that we use. And we will get to know for how many hours electricity is provided out here. And it's, it was told that, we are receiving electricity only for 5 hours. That is not true. I can actually put it on live. For next 5 hours, the live would continue. I might not be there. I'll have to leave. I have a client meeting scheduled at 11:30 this morning. So I have to leave by 8:30 to be there with some gifts for our clients as Diwali is approaching. So yes, I can actually prove that one point. I'm not sure about the other schemes that were extended to farmers, how far it is true. But if that is true, then that needs to be highlighted. There has to be, Mallanna should be doing this. He should actually take a bus with a team of people from different segments, or the farmers. This team should be comprising of farmers, media, and a detailed coverage should be there to question even the state that is being ruled by Congress, as to how far have you succeeded in implementing those promises. And you know what will happen with that? If found that they have implemented these schemes, people will actually, and in fact, we will get to know the real pulse that, people, and I see, I can guarantee you that yes, we are getting electricity. There is no outage as such. The problem was the internet. I was not able to stream owing to the facilities being provided by the Airtel. They fooled us. We were told, Deepak, where is your, can you help me with that WhatsApp? Where is that WhatsApp? I can actually show you the interaction that happened between us and the Airtel agent. He said, you will get a fiber cable, sir, you will get the scheme. We told him, we researched online and I don't see that it is possible to get it here, the extreme fiber. And he said, no sir, you make the payment and I'll have it installed within 2 hours. And where is that, Deepak? What was his name? It's only the number, right? You did not save the name. Is this the, no, that's Flipkart. Archived? Where is it? Airtel, yeah. So, this is what happened, This is the interaction with the Airtel team. Can you just focus on this? This is the challenge that we faced. We were fooled by the Airtel. They have taken our money. They say now it will take at least a week or 10 days to refund the amount, sir. Why are you using my money for 10 days? Yasin from Airtel Broadband, please send me current location. We sent the current location. Same location. He showed us on ID proof, email ID, full address, mobile number. Please call me, confirm the plan and send me the documents. He said 15991, he's explaining the plans, and then the ID was sent, and please send me the login OTP, check-in SMS. After successful payment, please take screenshot and send me this type of order ID receipt. Please pay online payment. What's in English? Please check payment links in SMS. And we did that. He received the payment. Please send me the login OTP. Sent, payment received. We got a call. Today's slot, sir. I am in call. I will call you, please. Your technician is saying there is no fiber network available and they cannot install. So this is all is happening. That is why I could not be with you guys. Not because of electricity or power issues. Deepak, can you focus on that? If I have to do anything, I could have, recorded and uploaded it. But my current internet, that was again from Airtel, it was not working properly. So now we have a power backup. I can any day record and send it across. I can upload the video, but my problem was that I could not, owing to all these interactions. I was going back and forth, and this was the state of affairs. The only one signal that I used to see out here, only one signal was green. There was no internet connection only. I had power. I can see in this picture also. I had power. It is green. Power is green. Where is the internet? So I did not face any challenge, so I can vouch for the power wala promise. But apart from that, there were other promises as well. And we have Roshni also joining us. Welcome Roshni, welcome to the stream. Or sir, please confirm Karnataka government not implementing election manifesto, BRS party propaganda. It is indeed a propaganda, but I'm yet to see. I was waiting for Mallanna. He had a busy schedule, so he could not go on that bus yatra. He could not come out here. I would have loved to host him here, but owing to his schedule, now he has an additional responsibility of the entire campaign. So I'm not sure if he will be coming or how is it going to happen. But yes, I will do my best to cover this. What is the manifesto of Congress in Karnataka, and very soon people, probably tomorrow or day after, I will have the anchor, I have finalized, I have zeroed out on her. She will be here and we will telecast a special bulletin tomorrow for all of you. I will be casting with Kirti, and we will be discussing some important points, or it will be a fun session. It will be the first session for her. Let's see how she reacts to the lightings, to the camera, and how she takes it up. So it will be interesting, and I'll handhold her for few days, be it in the Karnataka, QNews Karnataka, or be it QNews English. And we have Joylyn Francis saying that thank you Mallanna Garu for starting English news with Vijay sir. He speaks so well, we can watch the news for hours. Well, I can, if you are there on the chat, I have hardly touched the news part. Today I have been interacting with you. It's the family, Q News English family that is actually making me talk so much, and I'm loving this interaction with all of you. Especially, we have Funny Shaker, Naveen Kota, we have Francis, and now we have, Deep Karmakar. So, all of these people, they are actively participating, and they are chatting, they are actually talking to me. I would not call it a chatting, they are actually speaking with me. So you have made my day. Thanks to all of you, and I owe a big one to all of you, and thank you so much for being around. So moving on, what do we have from the news section? Actually, your comment reminded me that my job is to read the news for you. And moving on, we have TDP Janasena action plan for Andhra Pradesh polls. Now we have the power star, Pawan Kalyan. I saw his movie once. It was on the lines of Jo Jeeta Wahi Sikandar. That's the only movie that I saw. It was a very nice movie, and now he has become, and that's Chandrababu Naidu's son, and that's also a movie star. I have seen his movie as well. So all the film stars, the prominent Tollywood figures are out there promoting the Janasena and Telugu Desam party. My favorite politician is, his father. So although he is behind the bars as of now, Chandrababu Naidu, Shri Chandrababu Naidu, what he did for Telangana, I really appreciate that. It is not that, he did some scams, that those are all, on one side. But why he is my favorite? Because the kind of work that he did for the development of Hyderabad per se. Today, in fact, I still remember in 1998, I saw the entire high-tech city develop in front of my own eyes. And it was him. He was the one who got the global leaders, the global level businessmen, he got those multinational companies out here. He was the one who had planned the infrastructure. He might have made money or did some corruption. I'm not aware of it. But I could see the growth, I could see the development, and I loved Chandrababu Naidu. If I would have had a vote, I would have voted for him. He is my man. Although he has been alleged with a case of corruption wherein he, he gave money, or he in fact paid in advance to the companies who were supposed to execute a project out there in Andhra Pradesh. So that is what the allegation is, and that might have caused some losses to the state government. So that has been alleged on him, alleged upon. So now let's see, and now they have joined hands with Janasena, and they are going to contest with the help of Janasena out there. And we have BJP relies on emotional appeal, says Priyanka Gandhi. All right, Congress General Secretary Priyanka Gandhi Vadra criticized the ruling BJP during her campaign for the Madhya Pradesh Assembly polls on Thursday, invoking the tradition from the Ramayana that emphasizes the victory of truth over the untruth. So, although since we have Diwali around the corner, and a lot of examples, and where she was at Chitrakoot, I believe. Yeah, Chitrakoot Assembly. Now, why is Chitrakoot important? Deepak, do you have any idea what is Chitrakoot? What is the importance of Chitrakoot? Deepak says, "Bhool gaya main." Well, Chitrakoot mein there is a kutia also where Sri Ram used to reside, as well, along with Mata Sita. So that is what Chitrakoot is known for. And it is in Madhya Pradesh. In fact, let's have a quick look, let's have a quick bite. Why is Chitrakoot? Let's read in detail about Chitrakoot. Oh, we have comments. Muhammad Ali says, good morning Vijay Rana ji. Good morning Mr. Ali, welcome. And if you have not subscribed yet, people, please do subscribe. Ali, please share your thoughts about the ongoing political situations in India or in Telangana if you are from Telangana. So we have Chitrakoot. Let's see what is the importance of Chitrakoot. Chitrakoot, it is not there. Nobody searched for it. It is least searched, but now this is how it looks like. All right. District, it's a district in Madhya Pradesh, and this is how it looks like. Wow, that's a good. All right, so they have some good landscape. Shabari waterfall. Shabari is the one who was giving the fruit to Sri Ram. Chitrakoot means hill of many wonders, and Chitrakoot falls in the northern Vindhya range of mountains spread over the state of Uttar Pradesh. Now we see this in our national anthem. We have a mention of Vindhya Himachal Yamuna. So that Vindhya is what here it is. It is a northern Vindhya range of mountains spread over. Himachal is again the Himalayan range of mountains, and Yamuna, Ganga are the two rivers that they are referring to. And where is Wikipedia on this? Let's see. Bharat Milap temple. Now this is where, and I was right, this is where they were residing before, and Bharat met Sri Ram here when they were about to leave. And he said, please do not go, and if you are going, I am not going to rule the state, so I would need your footwear. I will keep it there on the throne, and I am not going to sit on your throne. So that's how the connection was between the brothers. His mother wanted him to rule, but he actually denied. And these are the favorite places, the Ram Ghat, wherein I think they crossed this river Mandakini. And then we have Bharat Koop. So she was here. We have Bharat Milat temple, we have Ganesh Bagh, Hanuman Dhara, and we have Gupt Godavari, we have Sati Anasuya Ashram, we have Ram Darshan, we have Saptak Shila. All right. So it has its own importance, and rightly so. So let's also see what she had to say. Alright, where is my newspaper? I think it's time for Mallanna to pitch in now, and she was in Chitrakoot Assembly constituency in Satna district. She urged voters to reconsider their admiration for leaders who seek votes in the name of religion. So she said, do not cast vote in the name of religion. Well, you are saying this in Chitrakoot. Point to ponder. We just read about Chitrakoot. That is a place which is known, in the history for Lord Rama's presence. He stayed in Chitrakoot. There are all the destinations, and it has to be pro-BJP because they are the ones who got the Ram temple rebuilt. So it's a big feather in their cap, owing to which if you call the voters not to vote in the name of religion, it is very difficult for them to relate to it, ma'am. Just a suggestion. It's the forte for BJP. That particular area is the forte. As a smart politician, you should tell them, religion, keep it aside. We talk about development, we talk about growth. That is what will help you out there in Chitrakoot. not the religion card, not demeaning the party which has a stronghold, but what you can do better than them. That's the promise that you need to come up with for the people of Chhatrakoot. That's what I think. People, let me know in the chat section if you think otherwise. Naveen Kota says, people who question Ram now talking about emotions. And we have Satyavardhan Reddy also wishing us a good morning. So Naveen Kota is a man who follows social media and he's aware of, who questioned whom. They all, it's a part of politics basically. And a lot of times what happens is the opposition parties take themselves too seriously. And they start opposing everything. Whatever, if I say, let's say me and Deepak are two opposite parties. And if I tell Deepak, it's a bright Sunday morning. So Deepak says, no, it's a great Sunday evening. We have the sun shining. We know it is not the evening time. But Deepak has to oppose me. That's what his role is. That's what he has thought. There are some things that we need to conquer upon. We need to be on the same platform. There will be things like that, and there will be things that can be opposed. There are things within the BJP, the ruling government in the center, at the center. There are certain policies, there will be certain policies that are not well drafted. Opposition's job is to counter them and stand in solidarity when it comes to any issues or any schemes that are for the development of people. Why? I don't mind saying, if it's an evening, I would say, yes, Deepak, it's a brilliant evening and let's watch a good movie. I'm in sync with you. But if Deepak says we will watch a movie in Spanish, I would say, no, I'm against you. Let's watch a movie either in English or in Hindi or in Telugu. He says, no, I want to watch a Spanish movie without subtitles. I will not be in favor of it. Then it might be a good movie, but I cannot understand the language. There are no subtitles. So that is what opposition is. I would oppose Deepak there. But I'll be okay to call a spade or to call an evening. Now this is what they did. They said, surprisingly, they opposed everything. The first example that I gave, that I say it's a good morning, he says, good evening. It's an evening. And we have opposition challenged with 24 lawyers to stop the mandir. And he is they have gone to that extent also. That was that was also done, but the truth prevails. The justice prevails, and that is what India is known for. You can go to any extent to prove that it's the night time, but it's an early morning. You cannot prove me wrong there. And that's what happened out there. The justice prevailed, and it is surprising, surprising to see. We say India is a Hindu majority country, but it took hundreds and hundreds of years for Hindus to claim something, and they had to prove it in the court of law. Ayodhya. It is Ayodhya. End of the day, the name itself says it all. And it was I was also shocked to see, and the patience that was exhibited by the protesters was exemplary. It was really sad. The demolition of Babri Masjid is something that I condemn. It should not have been done. We were proceeding in the legal way, and it did prevail. It did prevail. What was the need to actually, you waited for more than 300 or 400 years. The case has been going on, and people were eagerly waiting as to the truth would prevail. What was the need to actually break a structure without court approving it? That was the sad part. I condemn the breaking of Babri Masjid. Should not have been done, but justice prevailed, and those who actually perpetrated this, or who actually were the perpetrators of this heinous act. They are being questioned now. Even today the cases are going on, and a lot of them actually could not continue their political career as well. So almost 500 years, yes, that's what Naveen Quota has to say, and says motivate people to cast their vote for Telangana Election 2023 on November 30th. Video clips, every vote counts. Your vote, your voice. Go out and go to polling stations. We have a good day, Hyderabad, India. That's what Funny Shaker has to say. He is urging all the people of Telangana. In fact, all of us from QNews would love to urge, everybody across India, whichever state is poll bound, please participate in the in the voting, because your vote matters. It does count. It is, you cannot associate a value of 2,500 rupees or meager 500 rupees with it. There is no value associated. It is invaluable. It is one of the costliest thing that anyone can actually, and there cannot be any cost, not costliest, there cannot be any cost. It is your right. It is your responsibility, and you need to abide by this. You need to cast your vote, people. And I'm somebody who's propagating casting a vote, who has casted his vote only once, because that's, had there been online voting, I would have been, because I have always been traveling across India. I was in Chandigarh at times, I was in Bangalore, I was in Chennai, I was in Hyderabad, I was in, Delhi, and X, Y, Z. I was in Gurgaon. I had been traveling. I was in Chhattisgarh, I was in Madhya Pradesh, and I was in, Bihar. I've traveled all these places, Jharkhand and Rajasthan. No, I have not been to Rajasthan yet. Rajasthan. Yes, I've been to Rajasthan also. Yes, I've been to Uttarakhand. Yeah, Deepak also knows a lot about me. And of course, Himachal, and I've visited Himachal also lots of time. So I've been doing that. So owing to which, during the election time, I never bothered, and I was the most irresponsible person. But now I'm not. I've started casting my vote, and I urge everybody to cast their vote. And Deepak is dancing out there because he has been casting his vote for past 10 years. He has casted his vote twice. So thank you so much, people. For now, today, let's call it a day. It's already 8:08, and I'm sure Mallanna would have rocked the studios in Telangana by now. And I will also call it a day, and looking forward to see you all tomorrow. Tomorrow, it's a Saturday. I might not be with you in the morning, because I've actually requested Kirti to come in, and we'll have a nice session anytime, after 11 or 12, or during the lunch hours. We'll discuss together, and we'll be with you tomorrow. So for now, Vijay Rana signing off along with Deepak from our studios out here in Karnataka. Thank you so much. Jai Hind.